So good morning students. So in this class we are going to discuss about equations of motion under gravity. So an object is falling from certain height or we are throwing the object against the gravity. So that is equations of motion under gravity. So that is against gravity, one is towards gravity. So in the case 1, an object is falling from certain height h. So I am releasing an object from certain height h. So the object is moving towards the earth due to the acceleration due to gravity of the earth. So that is a equal to g. So consider in coordinate system, here xy coordinate system. So the object is moving in downward direction. So it's y, it's negative y. So for convenience we take it as positive y. So a is equal to g j cap. So that j cap represents that y direction it moves. So ax, that is the object in the x coordinate and y coordinate. So here y coordinate is g. Then z coordinate is 0. So in x and z the acceleration is 0. Then y coordinate the acceleration is g. So simply write it as a is equal to g. So in the three equations of motion just substitute a is equal to g. So v equal to u plus at, here gt. So then y is equal to ut plus half gt square. Then v square equal to u square plus 2gy. Then here s and y, here the displacement y is taken as here s. So instead of s use y. So because the object moves in y direction. Then so the initial velocity of an object. So initially the object is rest, I am dropping. So the object is moving. So it moving. So initially it is at rest. So e is equal to 0. So substitute here. So all the terms u are 0. So v is equal to gt. Then y is equal to half gt square. V square equal to 2gy. Then t is equal to capital T. Capital T is a time period. Then y is equal to h. So y is equal to h means in y direction. That is, it represents a height. So at what height the object is moving. So it is falling from a height. So just substitute these two things. The equation changes. That y is equal to half gt square. So the t square is, that is h. Y is equal to h half gt square. Then just rearrange. So t square equal to 2h by g. So t is equal to square root of 2h by g. So time period is directly proportional to height. So if height is more, the time period, so the time period of travel is more. Then if the height is very less, the time period of travel is very less. So depend upon the height, so the time period is decides. So if it is more times, if it is 1000 meter or 1000 kilometer, an object is fall from a certain height, so the time period is somewhat very high. Then so at what velocity it reaches the ground. So here v square equal to 2gy. So v is equal to square root of 2gy. So here y is equal to h. So if we know the acceleration due to gravity and what height it falls from a height, so we can find at what velocity it reaches the ground. That is v is equal to square root of 2gh. So some objects falling from certain height, that is a small altitude. So altitude means height. If it is purely force of gravity, so that height is less than capital R. So the capital R is the radius of the earth. So if it is less than, the height is less than the radius of the earth, so the free fall is, that is under purely force of gravity. So it is also called free fall. Then case 2, so an object is thrown vertically upwards. So vertically upward means it moving in y direction. So again for convenience, you take it as negative. So here the object is moving against gravity. So here the object is moving towards gravity. So towards gravity, that is plus, against gravity taken as minus. So in the three equations of motion, substitute a equal to minus g. So here u minus gt, then minus half gt square, then minus 2gy. So in this class we have discussed equations of motion under gravity. So case 1, an object is falling from certain height. So what are the three equations of motion? What are the changes? Here v is equal to gt, s equal to half gt squared, v squared equal to 2gy. So from this we have derived the what is the time period for the traveling from a height h. So t equal to square root of 2h by g. Then at what velocity it reaches the ground, that is v equal to square root of 2gh. Then the case 2, if an object is thrown vertically upwards, so it is moving against the gravity. So a is equal to minus g. So the three equations of motions are changed. Here v is equal to minus, that is u minus gt. Then s is equal to ut minus half gt squared. v squared equal to u squared minus 2gy. So okay students.